G'day guys, welcome to another video. Now today is a super simple video. I wanted to do one where the photos were the whole thing pretty much. That's what I wanted to do. Now I took these photos when I was leaving work one night, and I know that is one awesome sunset, am I right? So I wanted to basically, this is something that I haven't done for a very long time, and I'm sorry, I did cut the two bottom photos before I realized I hadn't pressed record yet. So basically what I'm doing is I'm extending the photo across the page by just cutting it up in certain pieces. Now I printed these photos, you can see all these photos were the same size, and they're the width of an A4 piece of paper. Now, I wanted to just do this on a plain background, but I wanted some shine to it. So guess what? This is shine. I pulled this out because this is my Stickles, my little Stickles gel pot, and it's moon dust. And I just had a little tiny bit left in the bottom, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to let that go hard. That is product that I've paid for, and I wanted some shine in the background, so I went with this. I literally, look at that. I'm even getting in there with my finger. I am not wasting one bit of this stuff. I love it. This glitter goes on. You can see the shimmer and the shine, and it doesn't come off. So it's actually suspended in the gel. So it's fantastic. If you love glitter the way I love glitter, don't worry, it's dry. I know it looks like I didn't do anything then, but I really did. Now, that being said, I did this, and then I thought, I need to create myself a border. I need my border. So I'm just attaching it to the background of this is actually the white piece of cardstock that I used yesterday. So when I cut out a title, I keep the whole piece of cardstock, and then I use it for a border later on. Now, this page is not super technical. There's absolutely nothing to it, but I think at the end of it, it just looks like, wow, that looks really effective. So this is where I'm hoping my dogs don't go crazy, by the way, because I'm recording in the afternoon because I did this page today, and I had one heck of a night last night. We ended up at the vet with my dog, and little Lexi, she's done an ACL, which is just, it's killing me. We're trying to work out, she's on anti-inflammatories and painkillers at the moment to figure out if it's just swollen or if she needs to go to the vet and have it operated on again. Same leg she had operated on when she was, I think she was 1.5. She's just a very fine built Chihuahua who thinks she's a bulldog in a Great Dane body. So she runs at the fence, she barks, she's unbelievable. So subsequently, today I wanted to do a simple page because I've had next to no sleep. And yeah, now I've had this idea in my head for a while because I printed all these photos over a week ago, and this is specifically what I wanted to do with this sunset. Now, these are actually 3 different photos, very slight. I mean, I stood there and I took the photos, so seconds between them, but the sun just seemed to drop really quickly. And it was in winter, so I've done nothing to these photos. I haven't edited them. I haven't touched them up. I haven't done anything with them. That is just a Queensland sunset in winter. That's what it is. So now, here in Queensland, in case I'm just curious, like some people may not realise this, so our sun rises over the water and sets over the land, compared to like our people in WA where the sun rises over the land and sets in the water. So yeah, it's just one of those little factoids I thought I'd chuck out there. Now this is a PEARTREE cut file that I bought a little while ago. Oh, it's still available now, but I did buy a little while ago because I thought it looked really interesting. I thought I'd be able to basically create a builder, basically create thickers is what I was going to do with this, and that's what I end up doing. So if you don't have an electronic cutting machine, you can do this with dies. You can do this with stickers. Believe it or not, you can just layer up stickers. It takes a few more of those, but you know, you can do it. And I wanted to add these together to give myself this nice font. And I just really, for some reason, this just really, as I was flicking through all the different cut files on the PEARTREE cut file website, sorry, that was just my daughter's school telling me they had a fire drill this afternoon and all went well. Excellent. So now what am I doing? So I'm still just adding these together. Now, what did I want to tell you? I wanted to let you know about Lexi. That was one thing I wanted to let you know. Now, I'm super excited, like beyond excited, because I am 10 subscribers away from 1,000. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? You guys have no idea how excited I am for this. It absolutely, I can't even express it in words how amazed, mind blown, and all that. Like, it blows my mind. I'm so happy. Excuse me. Now, so you can see there, I created an offset. So with the actual cut file, what you can see there, plus the piece that I took out and stacked up, that's the cut file that you buy from PEARTREE cut files. Then what I did was created an offset for it because I wanted the title to have a white background so it stood out off the black. That's what I wanted it to do. Now, I'm painting on some mica powder onto this particular piece, and I wasn't overly expecting it to come off well. I didn't think it would. I thought it would probably stick down and I wouldn't get it back off again. Like it was just going to all sort of fold up. I added way too much spray to this, and that's why this bit was very unsuccessful. Now, I do end up, at this point, it was just too wet. I couldn't get that off there. I wanted to run around the sunset glow with some metallic gold. See how it just didn't go back properly? Like it just, even with some manipulation, I probably could have got it there, but I didn't really want to sit and waste time on that. So I decided, you know what, we're just going to go with this one. And we're just going to attach it down and I'll go over it after the fact. So that's what I ended up doing. So I popped it down and moved the words off there, and I just popped it down and it went back on pretty much perfectly. There's only one letter that's, I probably should have pushed it down a little bit further, but it came together really, really good. Now, PEARTREE cut files, it's not an affiliate link or anything, but I will have the link for it in the description below, along with all my social media links. So that's my Facebook group, which you're more than welcome to pop over there. That's where I post the photos and the video link to the coordinating video. So what some of you may have noticed, and I have had someone message me, and I've given it a lot of thought actually. I've enlisted the conversation with my family, everything. The reason I do my thumbnails the way I do is because I'm producing 2 videos a day most of the time. So I'm scrapbooking at least 2 pages a day, and this is 6 days a week, right? So I produce 2 videos a day. Sometimes when I do a really technical one, that's quite fiddly. This one took me forever, not because it was difficult, it's because I was half asleep, to be quite honest. Now, because I do that, and then the extra time it takes to make a thumbnail, even though I'm getting better, and I use the Canva, I pay for my subscription and stuff, and for Canva is the website that I use. And even though I've gotten a lot better at doing it, I wanted something that sort of draws me in is when, with a brand. So if you see, for example, a can of Pepsi, or a packet of Twisties, or Twisties, that's the yellow packet with the red little, it's like a chocolate bar. So in your country you would notice, so for example Pepsi, you would know the Pepsi logo, and you know that, and you're drawn to that. When it comes to YouTube and when it comes to my channel, I want what I want my thumbnails to do is, one, tell you what the little series is that I'm running along that album line, but I also want it to have a very familiar background. So as soon as you see that purple and aqua thumbnail, irrelevant of what writing's on it, you automatically know that it's mine. Now, and you know that if you click on it, you're going to go to Create with Karen. That's where you're going to go. That's why I do it the way I do. Now, what was mentioned to me, and I did go through and I had a look at it and I was having a play with it, was the fact that the photo of the video isn't on the thumbnail. Now, I'm going to run a poll, and would you rather me take more time and add the photo to the thumbnail of sorts? I just don't think that it looks as polished. That's just my 3 cents worth. Like, by the way, this is a mistake. This one's a dud. See that? That's a dud. Absolute. I hate it. I'm leaving this, even though this is a really quick one. Trust me. So I'm going to redo this again. I don't even know why I tried to do that. It just went brown. Purple on orange. What color are you going to get? Mud. So I want to run a bit of a poll. I want to find out if people genuinely see. There was another dud. This is what happens when you're really tired in Karen's head. This is what happens. You stop thinking clearly, and it's really annoying. See, look at that. Oh, magic. It actually looks right. I kind of wanted to make a bit of a... I've just got a post-it note upside down on my finger there, on my fingers, because I was getting ink on my fingers, and then obviously I will transfer the ink. So, that's just my journaling card. I apologise. I just yawned. That is so rude. Tonight, I promise I will get sleep. Okay, so what I want to do is, over on my Facebook group, I'm going to run a poll. And I want you to leave a message below. Do you want photos on the thumbnails, or are you happy with me linking the video through the Facebook group? So you can still go to my channel, you can still go to the playlist, you can still go to, for example, Power Scraps. If that's something you're working your way through, you can go to that album, click play, and they will just play endlessly until you get to the end of them. You can still do it that way, or if you specifically think to yourself, oh, what was that photo, that sunset one? What did she do with those photos again? If you want to go to that, if you go to the Facebook group, scroll back through just click on the photos, scroll through the photos, and you'll come up with these photos. Click on the photo and the link will be there on that post. So I'm trying to give you a couple of different ways to do it. And that way I feel like it's easier for me to, if I do it that way, I'm able to produce a little bit more content each day. That's why I do it the way I do it. But I will do what you guys think is the best. I did actually trial doing a couple of thumbnails with photos after I had changed it, and believe it or not, they got less views. So I don't know why that was exactly. I don't know if, I don't really know. It was still the same background. So I don't know. It's just bizarre. I mean, this is just the behind the scenes sort of things that you think about. So, and when you're creating a channel, and I've built my channel pretty quick. Like I've only been doing this year. Scrapbooking I've been doing for 20 plus years, but this, or almost 20 years I should say. But as far as doing YouTube and the videos and all that sort of thing, that's only been this year. So I'm still finding my feet a little bit with it. And that's why I haven't done lives yet either, because I actually want to get another camera. So I record all my videos on my Canon. No, it's a Sony. I think it's Sony. Is it a Sony or is it a Canon? Give me a second while I stand up. It's a Canon. Canon HD camcorder. That's what I use. And it gives me beautiful clarity, and I absolutely love that. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Do you want to know why I'm getting sidetracked? It's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm waiting for a dog to bark because it's 3:08 and kids will be walking home from school. And I'm trying not to get dog barking in the background. I'm literally mesmerized. I absolutely love this sunset. It was beautiful. It was a crisp night. It was in winter, and I just finished, and as I walked out and as I turned and the gates closed, I just saw this absolutely picturesque sunset, and I thought, I don't care that I'm standing on the driveway at work. I'm going to take that photo right here, right now, because that is stunning. So, yeah. So that's all good. What else can I tell you? I used Distress Oxides. I used mustard seed, KITSCH Flamingo, and carved pumpkin. I did attempt to use Dusty Concord in there, but guess what? I don't know why I was trying to do that. So, and I just went around the title with a Posca pen. So, the only thing I did do after I did this, I did go back in with the Posca pen and I pulled some of the paint out and I went around the words with a fine tipped brush just to tidy it up a little bit. But you didn't need to watch that bit. So if you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. Leave me a comment. Let me know what makes you click on a thumbnail. Do you want photos on the thumbnails? Yes. Or no to photos on the thumbnail. Leave it how it is. Thanks guys. Chat soon. Bye.